Grizzlies fall tonight at Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California against the Los Angeles Clippers, 128-108. The final score. Grizzlies outscored 68-42 in the second half. It was a really bad third quarter for the Grizzlies, outscored 36-16. Welcome to Grizzlies Live Postgame, presented by your Mid-South Ford dealers. Rob Fisher, Brevin Knight with you. Pete Pranica will be alongside here momentarily as we wrap this one up between the Grizz and the Clippers tonight. Brevin, statistically, you look at some of the things, 17 more field goal attempts, good number of threes. There were a lot of the turnovers, points off turnovers were a lot of good numbers. What was the reason the Grizzlies lost this game?
They didn't get any stops, Fish. The Clippers shot 58% from the floor, 50% from the three-point line, 80% from the free throw line. You can't allow teams to shoot these type numbers and think that you're going to win games, because at the end of the day, the Grizzlies only shot 42% from the field and 39% from the three-point line. So, yes, they made the 19 threes, but you didn't get enough stops on the defensive end to create any type doubt in this Clippers team's mind in the second half.
Grizzlies had 17 more field goal attempts, yet they made 5 fewer field goals in the game. Plus, for the Los Angeles Clippers tonight, we saw, as you called him, vintage James Harden.
No, this is the James Harden that the Clippers fans have been seeing all year long, and it's a credit to him, number one, for taking the leadership role to make sure that they got all of their guys on the same page with what they were trying to accomplish. And then you just saw his abilities, which he's still one of the best one-on-one players in the game today and one of the shiftiest players in the game. He knocks down three-point shots. He gets to the free throw line. And then when he gets into the painted area, he is still strong enough to finish over bigs. This was just one of those nights where you were at the mercy of James Harden.
Well, he had a 4-point play, drew a 3-shot foul as well. He is happy to be back in Los Angeles. He has been a better leader for this group. It's a healthy group right now, and they're flourishing in large part because of him.
He was terrific. 30 points and the 9 assists for James Harden tonight in the winning effort for the Los Angeles Clippers. For the Grizzlies tonight, well, we talked about it in Grizzlies Live pregame about how the two big players need to be two big players for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson got off to a great start tonight for the Grizzlies with a double-digit first quarter.
Got off to a great start, stayed out of foul trouble. A lot to like about that, but 9 of 24 shooting. I know he's going to be the focal point of the Clippers defense, and the Clippers do have a very good defense, but just not enough from him and not enough from the floor when you talk about 9 of 24 shooting, 23 points for Jaren. It's right at his scoring average. Needed more from him, needed more also from Desmond Bane. You talk about the stars needing to be stars. Des was limited to just 7 shots tonight, which is an insane number.
They're going to see multiple defenders. And I thought the Grizzlies, the difference in this basketball game between the first half and the second half and why it affected everybody was the ball moved in the first half. In the second half, for whatever reason, it became more one-on-one basketball. And this team is not built to be a one-on-one basketball team. It's built for the ball to move. When John Morant's on the floor, he's the one-on-one player. But when he's not on the floor, the ball moving is what allows them to be successful. It's the reason why they had the 66 points that they had in the first half.
Yeah, and just an awful third quarter for the Grizzlies. Outscored 36-16 in that third quarter, and that's when the ball really stopped moving the way it did in that first half for the Grizz. For the Clippers tonight, it wasn't just James Harden. It's funny, Kawhi Leonard, a very efficient night for Kawhi tonight, and he does everything so quietly, and he did it again tonight.
He's quiet. He's efficient. You might say he's machine-like, but at the end of the day, the ball goes in the bucket. There are rebounds. There are steals. He knows how to play the game. And for so long, he had not been healthy. Well, now he's healthy. They are 17-10 when he plays. On average, their scoring margin is +8. Well, tonight they were +20. So that number is going to go up. It tells you the importance that he has, Brevin, on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
And I think what he has done, though, he understands where he is at this point in his career. It's not the same claw lockdown defender that we saw back in the day. He does not waste energy on either side of the floor. Defensively, he tries to play position. The Grizzlies were able to get around him a number of times. But on the offensive end, he does not go outside of himself, does not waste dribbles. And you said in efficiency, both of those guys were efficient tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both very professional, if you will.
Yes, that's who they were. 128-108 Clippers over the Grizzlies tonight here at Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. We'll take a break here on Grizzlies Alive, a postgame presented by your Mid-South Ford dealers. Come back, wrap things up from L.A. after this timeout on FanDuel Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone, to Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, where tonight the Memphis Grizzlies fall to the Los Angeles Clippers 128-108. The final score. Grizzlies fall to 0-3 on this 5-game road trip, as they have lost 3 straight games. Clippers with the win. They've now won 5 straight games with the victory here tonight over the Grizzlies. For the Grizzlies tonight, no John Moran in the lineup again for the Grizz. A little bit different of a starting lineup that did include Scottie Pippen at the point. And Scottie Pippen, another double-figure performance with another couple of steals from Scottie as well.
Another gritty effort from Scottie Pippen. We have come to expect nothing less.
Yes.
I mean, he has that pit bull mentality. He's got that dog in him, and was hitting the three-point shot tonight, which had been a bit of an Achilles heel for him. Very efficient night shooting the basketball, 5 assists, couple of steals, 3 rebounds. And you know every single night when he laces them up, goes out on the floor, you're going to get a guy putting on his hard hat and his steel-toed sneakers and taking business.
Well, there's nothing for me to add to that, because you are exactly right. And it's why you enjoy watching him play night in and night out. Where there be some mistakes, where there be some things. But the thing about it, he's going to go 100% on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and he did tonight for the Grizzlies. 15 points for Scottie Pippen. All right, let's hear from the head coach of the Grizzlies, Taylor Jenkins, following tonight's loss here in Los Angeles.
They got hot. They changed their lineup. Obviously, putting Bogdanovich in, knocked down some shots. We had some open looks there. It was just a little bit of an avalanche. You know, I thought the ball movement was good, and then just kind of put a little bit more pressure when they went on a run. The ball movement kind of really just kind of faded away. We had great ball movement, off-ball movement as well in the first half, third quarter. You know, their spark, their run definitely kind of changed our offensive flow too. I thought we were pretty disciplined with our game plan. I mean, there was definitely some times there. Obviously, Harden had a heck of a night, you know, gave him a couple threes that we needed to take away. I thought our physicality on the ball was good. I mean, they're a really good team at getting to their spots. You know, we try to speed them up. You know, they missed some shots. They made some shots, but I thought we were executing our game plan pretty well. Offensively, as I said, I thought our offensive flow was great. You know, we were getting the ball out off of stops or makes, kick aheads, putting them in closeout situations, creating layups, threes. Obviously, they did a good job taking away the paint. You know, that's their physical defense, their nature. But I thought we had great movement. We obviously shot the ball well from the three-point line, but then we kind of, you know, lost that, not urgency. We just kind of lost that pace of play in that third quarter, especially when they went on their run.
Yeah, outscored by 20 in that third quarter, 36-16. Outscored in the game by 20, 128-108 as the Clippers get the win tonight over the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, 0-3 now on the road trip, and game 4 of this 5-game roadie will be Tuesday when the Grizzlies will be in Salt Lake City to take on the Utah Jazz. Grizzlies Live gets underway at 7:30. Tip-off at 8 as the Grizz battle the Jazz on Tuesday night. It's the next one, and it's becoming more of a must-win than as we go along here in this road trip.
Yeah, and the other thing that they have to do is they're going to have to fight back through adversity. There are going to be times where other teams go on a run. Well, they're going to have to figure out a way to come up with stop and get a run of their own going back against another team. That was something that they did a great job of earlier in this season, the way that they responded. Well, they're going to have to find that inner fight, that inner toughness.
Particularly on the road. The Grizzlies are now 3-14 on the road against teams 500 or better.
Tonight, a loss to the Clippers. They go 0-3 against the Clippers this season, 128-108 in the final score. Despite 23 from Jaren Jackson Jr., it was 16 from Santi Aldama, who was in the starting lineup tonight. Scottie Pippen and Luke Kennard each with 15 as well, but not enough for the Grizzlies. They fall 128-108. We'll be back with you Tuesday from Salt Lake City. Until then, good night, everyone.